viewers, good evening to all of you. Good evening, and good morning or good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this video. Accept greetings from me. Okay, there's something beautiful I would like to show us on gold. You know, I like to trade gold because gold, I do well understand gold so well, so I always like to trade gold. So, firstly, there are some levels on gold that they always occur. That means if you're watching those levels, or if you want to like do analysis on gold, it's good to take very good note of those skill tools to use. So the first tool I would like to be using when trading gold is going to be a trend line. A trend line is when you draw a proper trend line on gold, you are going to discover that so many a times the market do tend to obey those zones so much. And also there's another level that always there's another tool that when you use on gold, it always turns out to be positive, and that is we have support and resistance. When you draw good support and resistance, when you draw a good trend line, it always tends to turn out positive when trading gold. So today I'm going to show you some key ways in which you can draw gold. Firstly, I always like to start my analysis on a 4-hour chart. On a 4 hour, I do start analysis on a 4-hour chart. So, the first thing when I open my chart, I would like to spot out support and resistance. So, actually, I see a key support and resistance here, and also I always like to draw my support and resistance as a zone. As a zone. As a zone. I always like to draw my support and resistance as a zone. So when I map this one here, I clone, I look for another obvious level of support and resistance, and I mapped it out. So this is another support and resistance zone that I'm trying to draw. So this is it. I'm going to clone again and look for another one. This is another one here that I can identify. The market, there was a rejection here, there was a rejection here, and there was also a rejection here, and there's another rejection here. So this is a very good support and resistance zone. So let me draw another one. Let me map this one here. Okay, this is another one, support and resistance. So actually this is it. Now I would like to look. I always like to, after plotting my support and resistance, very beautiful as you can see. I like to go ahead and look for a trend line and pull out my trend line. Pull out one and pull out my trend line. You know, when you are drawing trend line, you look for two lows or two highs, and you join them. So I can identify a low here, another one here. As you can see, I join them. I make sure that it touches, as you can see. Okay, it touches here, it touches here, and as we can see on gold, okay, let me say this, we mapped out this zone when this market was still here. Okay, so now let's take a what happened. Let's say the market was here, it was, we mapped our zone when the market was here. So we draw a beautiful trend line like this. Now let's watch what happened. And there's something about trend line that I want to explain to you. You know, when it touches the first time, you see it reversed at this level. It reversed back here and touches it again, and it went above. You see, it went above this one to show you that this trend line is a very strong. It is a very strong trend line. So it means that if the market tend to come close to this line again, there is a high probability that the market is going to obey it. So as we can see, the market went above. So I'll just try to shift it a bit so that you all can see what happened. You see, it went, when it touches the first time, it went up. When it went up, it ended here and it came back down, touches again, touches this trend line. So this is what made the trend line a beautiful one. And the market went above this zone, so making this line a very strong and a high probability trend line. So as we can see beautifully, the market went right up and it started coming back down. When the market started coming back down, all you need to do is to wait for the market to touch back this trend line, to touch back this trend line. And as we can see, it touches here, and look at exactly where it touches the line. There was a reversal. There was a reversal to the upside. And see, if you placed your trade here, it could have been a beautiful buy and you could have made money. So I shifted again. As we can see, the market came back again, touched the line again, touch it again for the fourth time, and the market went up, went up, went up, went up. As we can see, it went up until it even went this above this high here. It went above this high to tell us that this trend line was a very beautiful trend line to take a trade. And as we can see, the market continued to go. The market continued and went up. You see, the trend line was a very beautiful one. So this is how, if you draw a good trend line, the market, when you draw a beautiful trend line on gold, the market will always obey those lines. So there's as I told you from the beginning, there are key levels that I like to watch. There are key tools that I like to look at when trading gold: support and resistance, and trend line. So as we can see, the, let me extend the support and resistance, and you should see beautifully. You see, when the market came back here, you see, there was a very good place to take a trade, because here trend line and support and resistance, they met. So it was a very good place to take a trade. And you see beautifully the market went up, went up, went up, and went up. So I hope that you have been able to learn something. Um, Nextly, I would like to explain some other things to you concerning trading. So please, if you find the video interesting, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. God bless you.